What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Bianconeri zone for another daily news show where we are going to talk about, well, the dark times ahead. That's the situation, and this is not really about Conte the name. It's the idea behind Conte, or whatever name the club wanted. It could have been Pioli that was the first choice. However, it's a situation how we've dealt with it and not have dealt with it in the meantime. It's got so bad that even the media who likes to pick on us are having fun with us by linking us, like you see on the title, Inzaghi. And this is not a title to say Inzaghi is a scrub. This is a title to say even the media is laughing with us, with linking us with coaches who are absolutely not joining us. But they're taking the piss with us right now because they can. They can because nobody at this club is in control. So before we get into all the latest updates, smash the like button, because the like button is the most important thing on the channel. The more you click on it, and it's done really quickly, it helps out the channel massively to improve in quality. So smash the like button and subscribe to the channel as always. But the update of the day is that we're still a mess, and actually it might even be worse than we could have thought, imagined, believed, whatever you want to call it. Because right now the club is in such a weird situation where they clearly do not like Tudor that much to say you're the number one choice. That's one. And Tudor knew that as well, because that's what he said post game: confirm me or I'm gone. Because he knows, and I get his point of view, even though he knew the situation he was walking into. He's like, man, if you're not believing in me, that's one, how are we going to work together? And two, how am I going to find a club when every club is basically changing coach in this city? Roma, Juve, Inter might do as well, which I don't think is going to happen, but it's really out there. It's a possibility. Um, Napoli, potentially, maybe, probably not. Um, Atalanta are changing coach. Lazio are changing coaches. Fiorentina, because Palantino resigned. Tudor is like, I'm sitting here, and if you're gonna sack me still after the World Cup, who the hell am I going to join when all these options are open right here? But I'm still under contract. I'm still not sure what's going to happen with me. So I get his point of view. His point of view is very, very real and needs to be kind of understand, because that kind of illustrates the club's issue. It's clear that Conte was the main target. That's clear. However, it is also clear that Conte asked for things the club is not really delivering at this moment in time. And that is a problem. That's a problem, because if you think Conte is a guy, you do whatever, like you agree with him, and you make happen what you promise. Even if you're not really certain about it, you made him a promise, and now you need to go power through it. What I've said a couple of weeks ago was like, if you want changes in the management, that those changes should have happened weeks ago, months ago, whatever you want to call it. Not now. We're changing everyone. Sporting director, maybe the president, potentially the coach, and the transfer window was kicking off. I'm like, how is that planning? Like, this is not a normal business. This is not like you change CEO in March. Sure, or in August you change CEO. Sure, you don't do that with a football club. There are times and you know uh, periods that need to be respected, like a transfer window, etc. Conte right now is looking at this situation and he's like, well, Napoli have promised me a lot of stuff, and I can I'm convinced, I'm that on like that, I know for 100% certain that they're gonna deliver those promises. Excuse me. You guys are still finding out or figuring out who the hell is going to lead this team, who's in charge for transfers, who's in charge for this, who's in charge for that. That is the massive situation. If I'm Conte, I'm not joining this club. And again, this is not even about Conte. Like I said, Pioli, for all that I care, could be the number one target. It's the same thing. It's the thought process behind it, where it's like, why would I take that risk and put my reputation on the line when that's the situation of the club? You're a mess. Like, nothing is clear at this club right now. There's nothing clear. I want to do transfer videos, because we're gonna do transfer deals, But who's going to make these transfer deals? It makes no sense to being linked to Retigi and Jokeres and whatever, Jonathan David. Who is making these deals happen? Like, who's the coach? You're going to talk to these players and you're like, Tudor is going to be the coach for now. Maybe Conte, who knows? It's a complete and utter ridiculous situation. I forgot Milan. They're changing coaches. And when it comes to Tudor, because I want to address that as well. If you want to win again, he's not the guy. Like, you're asking Tudor to go head to head to coaches who have won and been proven in the past. Conte has won. Inzaghi has won. Allegri has won. Even if it failed in 2.0 Allegri, it definitely failed. That doesn't mean he's a loser. It just didn't work out for us, and it was good to move on because it was just a complete and utter mess. But he's still a winner, you know? He's still, you're asking Tudor to compete with these guys. And it's not fair. It's not fair towards him. It's not fair towards the fan base. But that's a reality right now. There's nothing to do about back Tudor. If he's in charge, obviously I'm gonna back. I want him to win. But I'm not an idiot to think he's going to win. He never won. That's one. He always leaves a job after a season. Like, all those things are worrying signs. Those are worrying signs. Sarri is going back to Lazio potentially. I forgot Lazio as well, changing coaches. Or did I say Lazio? As a fan base, we need to be real. We need to wake up to the situation, and the situation is dire. It's really, really, really bad. The situation we're in, it's bad. It's gone beyond worrying and whatever. It's gone past that. These last couple of days has just shown the holes in our club management. And Conte knows that. Even if Conte joins, the holes in our management are insane. Like, who is in charge? Chiellini apparently is setting up these talks, but nobody knows what Chiellini's role actually is at the club. Is Giuntoli still in charge? Is Scanavino going to stay? Is Ferrero going to stay? Like, being Conte in this situation, it's like, you guys are changing everything or trying to change, but it takes ages. Make a goddamn decision. What is it going to be? Is it A or is it B? Well, with this club, it's A, B, C, D, E. And let's wait and see what we're gonna happen. Let's take a part of B, mix it up with E. Let's do A, and a couple of days later, forget about A. Let's just do D again. Like, it's all over the place right now. It's all over the place, and other clubs are jumping on the opportunities. Roma's wrapping up Gasperini. Allegri is going to Milan. Napoli is trying to really keep Conte, and they're at this moment in time are succeeding to do so. And we have other clubs already in place maybe as well, and we're just sitting here and it's like, yeah, if it's not Conte, then it's Tudor, the club is saying. But we know you don't believe in Tudor. Tudor knows you don't believe in him. You don't. And for the people saying, oh, give him a transfer market, you have only seen 9 games. No, I've seen enough of Tudor as well to say that he's not a scrub. That's one. But the words he was saying post-game and pre-games and so many games as well, I'm like, there's not a lot of coaching going on right here. He's talking about bringing the grinta back, the Italian spirit. I'm like, man, you're going up against season winners. And you're trying to convince me that I need to believe you're going to win because you're trying to install grinta in a bunch of losers. These players are losers at the end of the day. We're in the Champions League because Nicolussi made a mistake. Otherwise, we were not scoring in that second half. There was no chance. There was no danger. We're in that Champions League because of that. Yes, he succeeded in his assignment to get us into the top 4, but we scraped it again. There were no margins. There was nothing. And the moments we came up against teams where we should be closing it out, Roma, Lazio, Bologna, we messed up. Players losing control, so that means you don't really have control of that team as well, in my opinion. Giving up cheap goals as well. How should I be convinced about that? On top of that, the club is saying with 2-3 targeted signings we will be good, and Tudor saying the same thing, and then adding, but we missed Cabal. Cabal played like 2-3 games before he was injured. Whatever. We don't know what Cabal is. You don't know what Bremer is going to be. It's all simple to say, oh, but Bremer was missing. Yeah, he was missing, but we're not sure in which capacity he comes back. Then he added, oh, but Koopmeiners was injured as well. He was playing rubbish. You benched him because he was playing bad. You came out publicly and said he was not playing good enough, and that you might make some decisions. I'm benching him. Like, it's actually mind-boggling. He pointed out all the difficulties and all the issues at the squad, and then at the end of the summer, at the end of the season, post game, he said, "But those issues actually, if they were available issues, it would have been good for us." Like, it makes absolutely no sense. How do you want to convince fans that we're going to compete again, that we need to believe, that we need to get excited about transfers in and out, whatever, to be excited going into a new season when other teams are set? They are setting themselves up early, and we're sitting right here and we're not even sure if Tudor is going to say yes or no. I don't care about the Club World Cup. That's a distraction. People are using it. Oh, the Club World Cup. Nobody cares about that crap. Not the club. They got the money to participate. If they go one round deeper, good, an extra few millions. If they don't, they didn't count on us. If you look at the balance sheet or the whatever, the statement they put out, the financial statement, they calculated entering the Club World Cup and the Champions League. They didn't enter making it to the semifinals of the Club World Cup. So whatever happens at the Club World Cup, it's a bonus. The Club World Cup is pure financial for the club. Whatever happens after that, it is what it is. But right now, this is the situation of all over the place, dark times. I don't see, and I want to be positive. I really want to be positive because we have some certain positive things to look forward to. Bremer coming back, a player like Yildiz, Alberto Costa showing something, something exciting. I want to be positive about these things. But the big thing is not positive. And the big thing needs to be positive to make sure everything goes in line. That is my biggest issue right now. But it is what it is, I guess. Just like wait and see. Maybe Conte changes in mind, And this again, it's not me saying I want Conte at the club. It's me saying the club having a plan, a priority, and sticking with it. They did it with Mota, but they didn't write it out. That tells me they don't believe in what the hell they're doing. And when they believe apparently in Conte, they fail to get it over the line. For now. But certain things should have been wrapped up months ago, weeks ago. It should be clear, and it's not clear, and that is my biggest issue yet again with this club. Anyways, like I said early on in the show, hit the like button because that's vital for the channel. So click it. It's 1 second. Subscribe to the channel, and I will be back live today with some guests to discuss the entire situation. I was going to do a keep, sell, and loan live, but I'm moving that to next week. Hopefully we have some more clarity on who the coach is going to be, which makes it that doing that keep, sell, or loan video a bit more easier to try to keep it realistic. But yeah, that's it for me. I will speak to you guys later tonight. Ciao.